tie. Chicago Bulls, Denver Nuggets, 56-56. Starters playing a lot more minutes than what I expected to in this game, but I doubt that we're going to probably see them at all in the second half. When you look at it, the Bulls really played all of their rotation players in this first half, as did the Denver Nuggets. DeMar DeRozan with 14 points. He's 4 of 9, 0 from 3 from three-point range. Zach LaVine started off the game really hot. He has 10 points. He finishes 5 of 10. And then Nikola Vucevic with 6 points. He goes 3 of 6. No three-pointers taken from Vooch. Patrick Williams, who scored the first 2 points for the Chicago Bulls, been kind of a quiet half for him. Other than that, Kobe White as well going 2 for 5 in this game. But hey, Torrey Craig only 2 points scored, but he played 12 minutes, gets 1 rebound, 1 assist as well in this game. Andre Drummond 10 rebounds in 8 minutes. Shout out to Andre Drummond, man. That's just, that man can rebound the ball. 4 points scored from him, 6 points from Jalen Carter, 6 points from Alex Caruso. And then you have Ayo Dosunmu getting 6 points as well. I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the Bulls' 10-man rotation, right? As I said, you got your starting 5 with Kobe White as the point guard. We don't know if he's going to keep that position, but for right now, it looks like he is. And then you have Jalen Carter, Alex Caruso, Drummond, Torrey Craig, kind of the first players off the bench there. And then with Ayo Dosunmu being that 10th man, that seems like it's going to be the Bulls' rotation. We're going to see a lot of the young players in the second half of this game as well. But listen, still things on the side of improvement. I will say some sloppy ball handling. I saw a little bit too much isolation in this game. So far, the Bulls have taken 14 three-pointers, have only hit 4 of them, 28% from the field from them, but we got 11 offensive rebounds, so that's something that we definitely wanted to see the Bulls do more, is offensively rebound. 12 defensive rebounds. They've out-rebounded the Denver Nuggets 23-11. So that, and keep in mind, this is still a tied game, right? So, but you know, you've seen now that with the Chicago Bulls, they're rebounding the ball extremely well. We also have 7 steals in this game so far, but the 11 turnovers. That's where the Bulls got to get it underway, right? I know they're a team that's adapting to passing and moving the ball around a little bit more, but 11 assists and 11 turnovers, that's not going to cut it, right? We need the Bulls to take care of the ball much better than what they have in these 2 preseason games so far. But that's what it's been in this game, right? That's what it's been. Did I say Jalen Carter again? That man, listen, I'm going to call him Javon Carter. But then when you look at it, Jokic, 17 points from Nikola Jokic, right? He's the only Denver Nugget in double-digit scoring with that, so it is what it is there. But, hey, listen, Bulls are out here playing. Let's see what we got, man. See how you guys are feeling about this. Everything Bulls says, offense is looking smooth. Listen, I can't say that. Not with those turnovers. Listen, they're looking okay, but I don't know with those turnovers, man. They got to get those turnovers underway. I respect what Kobe White is doing, but at the same time, he needs to come off that bench because we do not have any scorers off the bench. Well, keep in mind, technically we don't, right? But when you look at even the bench scoring in this game so far, right, it's balanced, right? You got 6 from Javon, 6 from 6 from Javon, 6 from Caruso, 4 for Drummond. That's solid bench production, right? Like I said, the key thing for that bench unit to score is going to be they're going to have to play great defense and get out in transition. That's going to be the key thing with that team to score. I think they could have difficulties with scoring off the bench, but like what we saw in this game, right? They played Zach with the bench players out there a lot. You can rotate as long as you have one of Zach, one of DeMar, Vooch, Kobe, right? You're going to have a scorer out there with that bench unit. So I don't know if Billy Donovan's necessarily worried about it. I don't know. We'll see. Shay says, Andre Drummond, 6th man of the year. I'm calling it. Yeah, you calling cocaine, bro. You might as well go ahead, call up Nino Brown, have him deliver you some fresh out the lab, because if you think Andre Drummond getting a 6th man of the year award, you don't know Billy. You got way too much trust in Billy Donovan, bro. That's all I can say. Because Drummond is cooking. Do not get me wrong. But when the regular season is on and the lights are on, do you really trust Billy Donovan to play Andre Drummond enough for him to get 6th man of the year? Is that what you trust in Billy Donovan to do? I don't know, man. Listen, that's a tall test, bro. That's a tall test. BL Jet says, Haize, I think Javon Carter shooting is an element and threat the Bulls haven't had since Lonzo got hurt. Do you agree? Completely agree with it. And we talked about that in the pregame show some, right? Javon is going to basically be taking primarily 3-point shots. That's just what he's about to get. It's period. Let's talk Bulls. This is one of my concerns as well. Patrick is looking really timid, and I don't know why, right? Like, he should be building off his last game where he did look more aggressive. Now, let's see how it comes out in the second half. He's probably going to play more than the core three in the second half, but right now, this is another game from Passive P. We're seeing Passive P in this game for sure. What would you want the Bulls to get? What would you want the Bulls to get their turnovers average around? They're playing this more passing style, so turnovers will probably go up compared to last year, but what would you like to see it at? Listen, I'm not going to give a number or anything like that, but the ratio just has to be right? You want more than a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Otherwise, you're just passing the ball too much, right? So you're right. Turnovers are definitely going to go up, but they got to get it together. They got to get it together. Duke in the building says, what up, Haize? Good to be back for another season. I like what I see from these Bulls. Yeah, I mean, I like to be honest, right? I like to talk about both sides, the good and the bad. I never want to only talk about the good. There's a lot of good in what the Bulls are doing, right? Playing with the quicker pace, right? Definitely like that. I love the way that they shared the ball, especially in that first quarter. It was working, but then they started getting the turnovers. They got to get those turnovers underway. But other than that, there is a lot still to like from the way that this Bulls team's playing. And that defense, right? The getting out in transition, that is where this Bulls team is going to be spectacular. If they can get out in transition consistently, man, that's gonna be big for the team. But we gotta hope that that's what they're gonna do. They got some work to do. They gotta tighten up some things for sure. And we'll see what that is, man. We'll see what that is. I hope that they do though. Drummond needs to pass out of them offensive boards. He's tried to play hero ball a lot and messes up the flow of the offense, brother. I wouldn't call that hero ball. That to me isn't hero ball. I think that Drummond is realizing it doesn't need to pass out some so the offense can reset. Yeah, but it's Drummond. You know what he's going to do. Half of his rebounds are going to be on his own misses. That's what Drummond does. Now, I would like to see it, but when you're playing a faster paced team, right, I'm sure Billy Donovan's probably telling him go up. I would say he needs to go up stronger if that's what he's going to do. Make sure he gets that foul call. But yeah, there are absolutely going to be times where he needs to pass that ball out, get it reset for sure. Are these guys the new Bulls announcers? What happened to Stacey and Adam? Well, Stacey had surgery, I believe. Adam is calling football right now. So, listen, it's preseason. It's preseason for them, too. Stacey King is an absolute legend. He don't need to be out there calling preseason games, bro. Corey Maggette, I will say this. Corey Maggette isn't half bad, bro. Like, y'all let me know what you think about Corey Maggette on the call. He's not that bad. He's really not that bad at all. I wonder if he's going to be calling Windy City Bulls games. I bet that's probably what it is. Because he's doing a pretty damn good job. Definitely doing a good job. We got Melvin in the building says, haven't been optimistic about the Bulls in a while, but I'm already loving what I'm seeing in this new Bulls team compared to last year. Reminds me of the 2014-15 season when Garpax addressed the offense. I feel that. I definitely feel that. I can see where you're coming from with that one for sure. Ja Brony says, man, I'm in mid-season form already yelling at the TV. Oh, yeah, for sure. It is what it is. It is what it is. Sydney says, the statistics you see on the screen is better than the Nuggets, which is great. I'm a girl, so I'm still learning b-ball. Hey, listen, that's what we're here for. If you got any questions, please do not be afraid to ask if you got any questions about anything. Melvin says, maybe I'm greedy, but if you were to sign any of these current free agents, who would it be? Miles Leonard, Will Barton, Nerlens Noel, Terrence. I'm good on all those guys. I'd rather our guys get a chance, right? And that may come with them making mistakes, but I would much, like I said it on the pregame, before I'd even give Nerlens Noel 5 minutes a game because he's not getting much on this team, I'd rather give that to Julian Phillips so he can acclimate to the NBA game. That's what I want to see. I would much rather see that than see them bring in Nerlens Noel to sit on the bench 95% of the season and we see him every once in a while. I'd rather that time go to Julian Phillips. William says, the Nuggets are really hitting some BS. Our defense was good. Oh, for sure. The defense was solid. You notice I really didn't say much negative about the defense. Most of what I focused on negative have been the turnovers and missing shots. But the defense has been really solid, really solid. He's really not. I like him. Yeah, listen, Corey is good out there. Like, hey, look, I don't know what his role is at NBC or what they have going on, but it would tell me that he's doing something for them. So that kind of what made me think maybe Windy City Bulls. Keep in mind, the NBA, now that all 30 teams have a G League affiliate, they are going to be investing some more into G League production, into G League airing of games, which is mainly because it all goes through their app. You're only going to find the G League on YouTube and on NBA League Pass. So it makes sense that they're maybe investing a little bit more in that. So be on the lookout. If Corey Maggette is calling Windy City Bulls games, it's going to make the G League review episodes that I do this season even more fun because he's really good, especially for this. He clearly hasn't had a lot of experience, but he's really good out there. Really good. I'd rather sign Javonte. Listen, Javonte is probably not going to play this season. I'm going to go ahead and set that expectations for y'all. I'm not saying that I heard anything, but I'm not saying I didn't hear anything. And Javon Carter's injury is pretty damn serious. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not officially reporting on anything yet. Once I get the clear, I will officially report on some shit. But I'll say this. Do not be surprised at all if you see Javon Carter hanging around a lot around Chicago, but not playing a lot of basketball. That's all I'll say on that one. Why of all the usernames that you could pick in the world, why? I need to know what your level of thinking was, what type of cocaine you were doing, right, or meth, whatever it was. Were you on that Walter White? When you typed in and created your YouTube account and you got to pick any username in the world, you could literally pick any username in the world. You could have picked Michael Jordan. You could have picked God. You could have picked Jesus Devontae Christ. You could have picked Kobe Bean Bryant. You could have picked Donald Trump. You decided to type in for your username, the Gooch. Why? I need to understand why. I need to understand that. Like, what is happening? What's going on here, bro? Like, the Gooch? That's what you decided? Like, you could have chose any. This ain't like your mama picking your name and signing your birth certificate. You could have been anybody in the world, and you wanted to be the Gooch. Why? Why? Come on, man. We got to do better than that, bro. Bull starters are hanging with the Nugget starters. Hopefully this carries over to the regular season. So, bro. Did I say Javonte Green? Jesus, I'm fucking up names this year. Haize, I wasn't trying to shit on Kobe. The reason why I said because I know why you said. You're over explaining, Shay. You're over explaining, bro. We know who the hell you are, bro. We know who the hell you are. Let's see. I feel like Vooch told the front office he is not shooting threes this year. Hey, listen, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I just want to see Vooch play efficiently, man. Gucci, man. See, no, if you spelled it like Gucci, that's different. But he named himself the Gooch. Like that means that he is really invested in Gooch. Like, that's deep, bro. Like you too far in the game, bro. Like, what's happening with your life right now, bro? What's going on? This man said the Gooch. Like, come on, the Gooch. He was the bully from the Different Strokes. If you know the show, it's old. Oh no, I know, but still, you wanted like that. That's the 80s. That's different. That you know what Gooch means now. Like, that's different. What we doing? What we doing, bro? But I will say this: if you go back, there were a lot of questionable nicknames back then. There are definitely a lot of questionable nicknames back in that time, bro. If you're new here, bro, I like to clown, bro. It's nothing personal, bro. I'm really just messing with you, fam. The Gooch. The Gooch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023-24 NBA season. And this year, the number one fan is the Gooch. Y'all give it up to the Gooch. Give it up. Give it up for the Gooch. Give it up for the Gooch. I feel like you got to be dramatic with it, bro. Like, you got to be dramatic with it. Oh, man. Corey Maggette, any chance we get him on the court to get to the free throw line? That's hilarious, bro. 6266 Jamal in the building. You ain't left a voicemail in a minute, brother. Says, what up, Haize? Hope all is well, bro. I'm good over here, bro. Hope you doing well, you and yours, bro. Glad to see you back after the off season, man. The Gooch. Love what I'm seeing. Carter and Craig help defense and scoring. Overall, the squad looking good. Appreciate you, bro. Like, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. The Goose says it's all love, bro. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad that y'all understand me, bro. Like, there's some people who get offended, bro. Like, we just having fun, bro. It's preseason, man. It feels like in the last day of school vibes. Like, that's how we riding into the preseason, right? But all right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up the halftime stream, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's see what the Bulls do, how they close this out, right? It'll be interesting to see who plays, who doesn't in the second half, what that young player rotation is looking like again, how much of Julian Phillips, Dalen Terry, OB, how much of them do we see in this game? Would love to see how much they get to play and how they're utilized as well. So the difference in field goal percentage is huge. Yeah, I mean, and that's what's really keeping them in this game, right? They're shooting 65% from the field right now. We're shooting 48, and it's still a tied game. That speaks to the level of defense the Chicago Bulls are playing. So, at least in my opinion. But all right, we'll be back here, post-game show. Make sure you guys are tuned in, man. Make sure you guys also hit that like button, the subscribe button as well. We'll be back here, post-game show. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red. Peace, y'all.